So I have another workout theory, and this might be a bit crazy, but it kind of makes sense. And what I'm talking about is working out your opposing muscle groups while doing the same exercise you're doing. I'm not talking about doing a set of bench press and then doing an antagonist set of pull downs. I'm talking about working out the same opposing muscles as your target muscles in the same movement. What I mean by that is if you give yourself enough like super duper range of motion, you're going to hit your opposing muscle groups. Now, for example, if we take a pull-up, those are working your back and your bicep muscles. But if you give yourself enough range of motion at the bottom and have enough power, you're going to pull yourself down, you're going to pull yourself up. But as you do that, you keep going up, then you get over, basically a muscle up. As you do that, you're going to hit a point to where you've stopped your pulling muscles and you're going up and over, and that's going to engage your triceps to push yourself up even further. See? Wazang! Get your chest mildly, but mainly your triceps to push yourself even over, and that's like super range of motion for a pull-up. Even if it's not a muscle up and it's basically a lat pullover but a pull-up, you're still engaging your triceps as you get even higher over the bar. So we have a bar here. See how I do a pull-up? And then as I go over, my triceps are engaged because I have to push myself up and over the bar. See that? And even if it's just directly like a pull-down, wazang! Basically, my triceps are always going to be involved when you pull up high enough. And the same can be said for basically a push-up. Now, what I mean by that is, if you go wide enough or deep enough, say I'm vertical to the floor, so I'm going to be on the floor. Say this is the floor. And you do a deep push-up. If I go super range of motion, look at this. I'm going so far deep that when I push myself back, I'm engaging my biceps like a pelican curl. See how I'm engaging my biceps to pull myself backwards and then do a push-up. You see that? Maybe I'm crazy, but you have to engage your biceps to pull yourself back from the super range of movement to do a push-up. So you're engaging your biceps properly. You're doing the pulling movement properly, not just to stabilize the muscle when doing a pseudo planche or a planche. You're actually directly pulling yourself back to do a push-up. You see what I mean by that? You see what I mean by you can work out your opposing muscle groups, even though it's literally, you're working out biceps while you're literally doing a push-up. So have a think about that. Have a think about doing that extra range of motion. Like, it's just a theory, okay? I'm not actually like saying to replace all your workouts with it, but it's just a theory that could help. Like, you go in super, super deep to where it works out the other muscles. And minorly, that could help with muscle growth, to get that extra muscle growth. And yeah.